Yes, so there are many attributes to leadership. To me, the key attributes that help me as a leader are to be open to new ideas, always interested in continuous learning, recognizing passion in others, even when it's a tough or a difficult situation, know that the person comes from a place of caring and from passion. I think you need to be a strong communicator, always able to tie something back or state or show a path where it's not necessarily obvious to someone else as to how it fits into the bigger picture or vision of what we're trying to accomplish. And that my role as a leader is really to serve others so that they can succeed, to always say thank you, and to find the diamond in the rough. So what I mean by that, my very first mentor taught me that as a leader, when working with others, my job was always to find the diamond in the rough, in either what an individual had to offer given their talents, or perhaps in trying to find a solution to a really difficult problem that my colleague couldn't explain in ways that I understood, but to seek and ask questions until I could fully understand. There's always a nugget. There's always a gem in somebody or in an idea, and my role as a leader is to bring that out.
How can students start developing their leadership skills right now?
So leadership doesn't just happen. It's not like a light switch goes off. It's a journey, and I believe it starts early. It is also not about always leading others. In fact, at Connexus, we say that you can't lead others until you can lead yourself. So anyone can start there. Think about what it means to lead yourself and what you can start, and that you can start your leadership journey now. I expect many of you have already started, and perhaps you don't even recognize it. Also, our communities need leaders. There are many volunteer opportunities to support the communities that we live and thrive in. And so it's a great place to start to develop your leadership skills if you can give back to the community.
If there was one thing you could do over from your days as a university student, what would it be?
It's an interesting question. I wish often that I hadn't been so focused on getting out of university. So to do it over again, I was so excited about getting out to the work world that I forgot that I needed to, that I probably could have enjoyed university a little bit more. And I wish that I had had the courage to break what was expected of me, because it was expected that I get done and get done fast. So to do it over, I think I would take the opportunity to access the many opportunities that exist on campus, whether that be an international experience, a semester away from the university, or getting involved in some student leadership opportunities. I'm not talking about adding a lot of time to your degree, but I am talking about maybe adding some space or some additional time just to fully explore all that the campus offers for learning.
If you could suggest one book that had an instrumental impact on your life worldview, what would it be?
So this was a difficult question to answer, because there's been many books over my career that have spoke to me or that resonated for me, depending on where I was at that time. One book that had a profound impact on me in my role at the University of Regina was Good to Great and the Social Sectors. It's a monograph by Jim Collins. It's a really short read, and in fact, I've bought many copies and shared it with friends. The book resonated for me because on my leadership journey, I did find that there is a difference between being a leader in a for-profit organization as opposed to a leader in a social sector organization. And it was actually Jim Collins' book that spoke to me and helped me understand about the difference of what it means to be an excellent leader in the social sector, because social sector leaders tend to be inspired for a greater good for the community, not just for pursuing greater good for the organization. So it's a little bit broader scope, so it was good. I also just recently read Heroic Leadership by Chris Lowney, and while steeped in history, there are some great lessons, and it's really about, it's about leading self, and I have been reflecting on a lot about what that tells me.
Is there anything you wanted to add related to the topics we've been discussing?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect.